Good morning, folks. I'm Anaïs. Thank you for tuning in to Sun and Moon Yoga Studios daily YouTube live stream. We're happy to have you. Today, we're going to take it nice and slow and infuse this gray day with as much positivity and positive vibes as we can. Before we get started, make sure you have 2 blocks and a blanket. And then go ahead and find a seat. I would recommend today, to keep it positive, to come into hero pose if that's possible for you. So that's heels under hips. I like to put at least a block under the knees. You could put 2. And if this is a little bit cranky for the knees, if you find that they're a little bit sensitive here, you can roll a blanket and put it behind the knees. Give yourself lots of extra support underneath you. Or you can simply come to another seated position or even a chair if that's more comfortable for you. All right, but I do like hero pose when I'm trying to feel brighter and more positive because it helps my spine feel a little bit taller, a little more open, and adds that nice brightness to the chest. Okay, so once you're there, we'll take a few moments to get centered. You can soften your gaze or close your eyes altogether. And just begin to tune into the weight of the bones, the softness of the flesh around them. Maybe noticing the touch, the subtle light touch of air on your skin, face, neck, hands, feet. Allow yourself to draw inwards here. Come inside and say hello to any and all parts that might be calling for your attention today. Any stiffness or tension, achiness. Go ahead and visit those places. Let them know that you're present. Without attempting to get rid of them or change them in any way. Just simply sitting with those sensations. Being as compassionate a friend as you can to whatever you're feeling inside. Notice if any thoughts begin to creep in. Gently let them go. Notice what part of you is listening right now. Is it that part of you that listens to the thoughts as they come in and out of your consciousness? Or is it that part of you that allows you to tune into the physical body and to listen from a place of presence and awareness? What does it feel like to be listening with the whole body rather than the mind? Turn your awareness to the breath now. Notice how the body greets the breath by making space in the chest and belly, welcoming it inside, and just as graciously and generously letting it go, trusting that it'll come back in at the very next moment. Tune into this marriage between body and breath for a moment. And get curious about this trust, this wisdom of the body, trusting that the breath will come in and out and back in, without the mind having to think about it at all. And rest your awareness in that trust. Next, I'd like you to bring your attention, bring to mind a really positive experience that you had earlier this week. What's the best thing that's happened to you so far this week? And what's the underlying emotion behind that? Is it love or gratitude, compassion, connection? What does that experience, that moment mean to you? Imagine welcoming it into the body with the breath. Breathe it in, and as you breathe out, let it settle. Let it dissipate, let the dust settle, integrating that emotion into the body. And what does it feel like once it's landed? Where does it live inside the body? Try to describe it to yourself silently. Perhaps there's a temperature, a warmth, or a texture. What is behind that feeling? What does it feel like when you're listening with the body? If you notice your mind wandering, simply, kindly, gently bring it back to that emotion in the body. Maybe with each inhale you can feel that emotion, whatever the physical sensations that go along with it, you can feel them growing inside you. As you exhale, you can practice letting them go, knowing that you can breathe them back in the very next moment. And then let them go again. Let's do that a couple more times. Inhale, filling up with that positivity, that beautiful experience from earlier in the week. Exhale, letting it go. Make a mental note that you can breathe this in at any moment today, during our practice, later on during the day, after practice. The more we cultivate these feelings of positivity, the more naturally we begin to sense them and find them and see them and experience them. All right, you can let that breathing pattern go. Let's take one more deep, nourishing breath. Exhale it all out. Begin to turn your awareness back to the room. Open your eyes. Let the room around you meet your eyeballs. And since we've been on our knees here, we're going to start on the back and shake out the legs a bit. All right, so come on down to your back. Let's start with knees bent. right. So as the feet make contact with the earth, so does the back of the shoulder heads. Feel them grounding down. Feel gravity pulling the weight of those bones down into the earth. All right, so pulling and at the same time pushing with those shoulder heads, with the soles of the feet as your hips lift up towards the sky. Inhale. Let the belly expand as the hips rise up. And exhale, release back down. Each vertebra making contact with the mat one at a time. All right, again, inhale, lift up. Like a balloon filling up with air. And then exhale, letting it all go, settling back down to earth. One more time, inhale. And exhale, release. All right, extend both legs out straight. Actually, keep the left knee bent, extend just the right leg here. And you're gonna point the right toes. Inhale, lift the leg up towards the sky. As you exhale, release the leg down, flex the foot. Gently placing it back on earth. Point the toes again. Inhale, lift up. And flex the foot. Exhale, let it float back down. All right, bend the right knee, straighten the left leg. Point the toes on the left foot. Inhale, lift up. And flex the foot. Exhale, release back down. Point the foot. Inhale, lift up. And exhale, flex to release. All right, bend both knees again. This time, inhale, straighten the right leg. Bring a couple circles to the ankle, going in one direction and then the opposite direction. And then bend the right knee, bring your right hand to meet it, and gently guide the knee out to the side. Bring the knee back to center, place both hands on the knee, and circle the knee clockwise a couple times. Okay, release the right hand. Gently guide the left knee over to the opposite side. Coming all the way over. Let this be really easy. Don't think about it too much. Just let your body come over to the side and then come back through center. And before you release the knee, go ahead and bring a couple more circles, this time counterclockwise with both hands. All right, release that knee back down. This time lifting the left leg up towards the sky. Bring a couple circles to the ankle, clockwise and then counterclockwise. And then bend the knee, draw your left hand to meet it, and open out to the side. Go ahead and straighten that right leg. That might make this feel a little more open. Nice deep breath here as we open the hip. And then guide it back through center. Place both hands on the knee and circle the knee in a clockwise direction. Release the left hand down to the floor. Use your right hand to guide the knee over to the opposite side. And let your body melt here on the side in whatever shape Feels easy. All right, guide it back up. Bring both hands to the knee and bring a couple circles counterclockwise. Okay, release the leg back down to earth. Bend both knees again and go ahead and grab one of your blocks. Just one, place it between the knees. All right, and really feel the contact underneath the feet here with your mat. Pressing down through the feet, press into the block with your knees. Inhale, reach your arms up. As you inhale, find a little bit of lift in the chest and affirming in the belly. Exhale, round up. Take your time to come up. Pressing through the block, pressing down through the feet, and really let the spine round. Inhale, lift the chest, pull it through. Exhale, round the spine and come all the way back down. Inhale, reach up, chest lifts up, belly firm. Exhale, press into the block and the mat to come up. Round the spine and lift the chest. All right, let's release the block and go ahead and come into table pose, hands and knees here. All right, a couple more easy cat-cows here. So inhale, round the spine up towards the sky. Exhale, drop the belly, pull your chest through. Nice deep breaths here. Let the breath guide the movement. Press into the palms to round your spine. And drop your belly to pull the chest through. Come back to center. We're going to do that again. We're going to go a little bit deeper into our cat-cow. So go ahead and take your knees a little bit further back and your hands a little bit forward. Round your spine. Drop the belly, this time coming all the way down as you pull your chest through. Press through the palms to lift the hips around the spine and bring the hips all the way back down to the heels as you continue to round. Inhale, coming back up, keeping that roundness in the spine until you drop the belly all the way down and pull the chest through. Nice bright chest at the top here. Shoulders pull away from the ears and press into the palms to come back up, round the spine, and bring your hips to your heels. All right, let's do that one more time. Rounding the spine as you come up. Drop the belly, pull the chest through. And come back up to center. Beautiful. All right. From here, you're going to come to kneeling, so just standing on the knees here. You may want a blanket underneath you, so go ahead and grab that. Knees get a little bit cranky here. Okay, and once your knees have enough padding, inhale, reach up. Nice big inhale, exhale, sweep the arms down behind you, interlace your fingers, and pull the hands down. Shoulders pulling away from the ears. Inhale, exhale, fold forward. Your head comes down as your hands come up. Inhale to come back up, lift your head, drop your hands. Exhale, bring your head back down and lift your hands. Let's do that one more time. Inhale, broaden, brighten the chest. And exhale, release, letting the head come down and release down. All right, come all the way back up. You can choose to keep your blanket here. We're gonna be coming into some low lunges. So again, if you know your knees get sensitive, by all means, keep the blanket. All right, so inhale, reach up. Exhale, release your hands down, interlace your fingers behind you. Pull the hands down, shoulders fall away from the ears. And really gently, intentionally here, you're gonna have to shift your weight a little bit into the left side of the body to swing your right foot forward, coming into a low lunge there. All right, inhale, brighten the chest, open up, and exhale, turn to the right. Hands fall down to the left. One deep breath here. And then tuck the back toes into the mat. Inhale and exhale, press up to high lunge. Bring your chest forward again. Look forward. Inhale, reach up. And exhale, begin to straighten the leg as you fold forward. Keep that back heel nice and high. And I definitely recommend grabbing your blocks here. So bring your hands to blocks as you come down. That front leg goes towards straight. Pull the right hip back as you breathe in here. Staying on the ball of the toes, back on the ball of the back foot. It helps you get a little more length, feel a little taller. And then bend the knee, press into the front foot to reach back up. Exhale, release your hands down and release the fingers behind you. Inhale as you pull the shoulders away from the ears. Exhale, turn to the right side again. Left, hands come down to the left. And then release that back knee back down to the mat. Turn your chest forward. Inhale, reach up with both arms. Exhale, release your hands back down behind you. Interlace the fingers and bring that front knee back to meet the left knee. All right, same thing, other side. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, release your arms down behind you, interlace the fingers and pull down. Step the left foot forward. Inhale, brighten the chest. And exhale, turn to the left, hands fall over to the right. Nice deep breaths here. And then tuck the back toes into the mat. Exhale, press up to high lunge. Turn your chest forward. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, stay high on the back heel as you begin to straighten the front leg and fold forward. Let your hands meet the blocks. Let the left hip pull back. And let both knees be as soft as they need for you to melt here as you fold over the front leg. You can bring your blocks to their highest setting. Give you a little more height, a little more length. And then straighten the front leg again. press through the front foot to reach up. Exhale, release your hands down behind you, interlace the fingers. Turn the chest to the left again, hands go to the right. And release the back knee back down. Turn to face forward. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, release the hands back down. Interlace your fingers behind you and step the front knee back. All right, go ahead and remove the blanket. You're going to come back down to your back. And this time, you may actually want to keep your blocks handy here. We're going to come into cobbler legs, a restorative cobbler here. So come on down to your back. Keep your knees bent with the soles of the feet together. For a little extra support for the hips, I like to put some blocks underneath the knees. And then bring one hand to your belly, one hand to your chest. Feel the weight of the bones being pulled down to earth by gravity. Feel the softness of the flesh begin to melt around the bones. With your next inhale, invite that positive emotion, positive experience back into the body. As you exhale, let it go again. Inhale, breathe it back in. Exhale, let it go. And allow the body, mind to settle here for a few more moments. As you're ready, bring the knees together. Pull them in towards your chest. You can roll from side to side here. Or maybe come into happy baby. Whatever feels good here. Eventually, roll all the way over to one side. And come back up to seated. Thank you guys so much for your practice today. Remember to continue breathing in all those positive feelings throughout the day. And I hope you guys have a great day.